And this is the early edition. My name is Anthony Germain. I'm filling in for Rick Clough this week. It's 15 degrees here in Vancouver. We're headed to a high today of about 22 degrees. Well, Vancouver Council may consider modular housing to address this city's shortage of affordable homes. The proposal comes up for discussion today. And Grant Powell will have a representative there. He's president of C-Bourne Structures Western Canada Limited. He builds modular housing, and he's come into the studio to explain a bit more about what it is and how it's used in other places. Good morning, Grant.
Good morning.
So in layman's terms, what is modular housing?
Well, it's housing that can be put up very quick, can reduce over 55% of building time.
Right.
So it's very quick to put up. Project completion time. Typically, architectural drawings to sign off can be manufactured simultaneously.
So I know that sometimes people talk about using things that look a bit like like a trailer home or a portable. What's the difference?
Well, portables and trailer homes are typically more for independent use, where modular housing, we can put modulars together to create complexes or to create larger rooms, so it's more versatile.
So like sort of blocks and Lego, where you make different sizes of dwellings if you need them?
Yeah, exactly, and different type of modules, whether we're going 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 stories high. We can have stairway modules to sort of simply put together, bathroom modules, depending on if it's going to be a dormitory, an office, say apartment complex, stuff like that. So the product is really virtually endless in the types of things we can do.
And so when you assemble these kinds of homes and dwellings, what's the advantage of this kind of housing over permanent housing?
Well, it can be actually permanent as well. So it's depending on what the client wants or the sort of the time people want these structures in place for. So the more permanent you want the structures, we can do like a slab and bolt everything down and make it more of a permanent dwelling. So it's very versatile. Okay, so
modular housing can last for a while. What's the advantage in terms of cost?
Well, due to the fact that the buildings are built in a controlled environment and the materials are sort of put into one place, we can reduce the cost by 50%. And as far as completion time for a typical, say, apartment complex, where it might take, the traditional stick building might take 12 to 24 months, with the modular housing, we can bring it down to 3 or 4 months.
Why do you argue that modular housing be a good housing option for Vancouver?
Well, it's a very quick fix, and it's very durable, and also the biggest point of the fact is that if they're only looking for a short-term solution, 3 to 5 years down the way, we can actually resell that product to somebody else. Say, like, because we do a lot of projects for mining, oil and gas, pipelines, and such to that nature, so we can easily find another home for the product, which that way the city wins in the short term as they get people off the streets and into homes, and then the long term we can also, since the product has a long longevity, get the product resold as well.
When you say easily find a home for the product, you actually mean easily make another home?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
All right, very good. I know that low-cost housing and affordable housing in Vancouver has been an issue for a very long time, continues to be. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Grant Powell is the president of C-Bourne Structures Western Canada Limited. Today, Vancouver City Council discusses a motion to consider modular homes as a housing option.